We women, we also chase our men into the arms of other women. How? Hi, my name is Meka Paddy. In today's lesson, I am going to tackle about how us women, the role we play, that we chased our husbands into the arms of other women. And I'm sure people say, no, we don't chase. So just listen, what are our role? We also take part in that. In today's video, I am going to highlight all those things that we are the mistakes that we are making, so that you learn next time you are not going to do that. Okay. So while we are at the beginning of the video, please don't forget to subscribe in this video, share, and then likes. So now, how do we chase our husband? Point number one, point number one that we are making is like we occupy the role of the whole household. So meaning, as women, we are too controlling. We want everything to be done our way. And if you do everything your way, so then your husband doesn't even have space. He doesn't have a role to play in the household. And what he feels not needed. He feels not wanted. He feels he is not a man of the house. He is not needed. Number two, we are too demanding. Too much from them. Number three, we talk too much. Number four, we are manipulative. Number five, we complain too much. We are too jealous. We scream to our husband as if they are small children. We nag. And we want everything to be done our way. Everything is just our idea. We are like superwomen. Now, if you have a husband in the house, and what we want always, we want them to change. And the change we want them to change the way we want them to be. The way they talk, we want them to talk a certain way. We want them to eat a certain way. What type of food? So you decide to buy the food, no contribution from your husband. You want to determine where is your husband is going, with who, how things are done at home. Even when you buy the house, you have the last say, the color of the house, the paint that has to be painted, the tiles, the everything, the curtains, even the position, the location where it's supposed to be. We want to have all the say around even the house. I mean, the children, how to raise them up, which school they have supposed to go, everything. What type of clothes they have to wear, what type of shoes they have to wear, what type of food they have to eat. So the whole, we occupy actually everything. Then we go even so far, who has to clean the yard? You have to bring somebody to clean the yard. Who has to be the nanny? Who has to sweep outside? Who has to do almost everything? Which traditional house supposed to be, when to go for vacation, where, and so on. If you look at that list, that whole list, if you look at it, it shows that we are superwomen. A superwoman is like controlling everything. So when you want to control everything around the house, when you including your husband. Say, meaning you occupy the whole position in the whole household, in the family, in the marriage, because you have the last say around the marriage, how it's supposed to be. You have the definition of a perfect marriage, and we don't give our husband chance also to say something, because a marriage is for the two of you. Marriage is for the two of you. And if you don't give your husband any chance to say something, then this husband, the feeling coming out of this is that he doesn't feel wanted. He doesn't feel needed. He felt unwanted. He doesn't feel respected. He doesn't feel considered, because his idea is nothing. And when he speak, we jump in. We don't even listen to what they are saying. So what happened is, this is the behavior that drives our husband to the arms of other women, because he goes where he feels needed. And I want you to underline that. He goes where he feels needed. Now he meets someone whom he feels respected. He needs someone whom he feels wanted, and someone who also gives him a chance to contribute to the relationship, how the relationship is supposed to be, how the food is also going to be prepared. So the whole marriage issue. So now that's why it is so easy for him to fall in love with another person who gives him that chance to be a man, because in his own house, in his own marriage, in his own relationship, he is nothing. He doesn't look like a man of the house. He doesn't even occupy a position of a child in the house. Children are even better in the eyes of us women. And that's the mistake that we are making. And at the end of the day, when this man found himself in the arms of another woman, so we escalate now the nagging, we escalate the jealousy, we escalate the manipulation, we escalate the controlling. And at the end of the day, we lose now this whole respect. So anything that he say, anything that comes from our husband's mouth, for us it's nothing. My dear woman, my fellow woman, this is the teaching I want us to take from there, that, if you want your husband, if we want our husband to change, you find that maybe you want to change. You are the one to be a role model. Be a role model, because you cannot change your husband. We cannot change our husband. The only person we can change is ourselves. That's all. We can only change ourselves. If you behave in such a way, the change that you want to see the change that you want to see in your husband, start with the change first. Because if you back off, if you stop controlling, if you give him the chance to occupy his role as a man of the house, he will love you. He'll give you all the love that he has. Because you respect him, he will turn back and love you the way you want it. But you cannot do it with your manipulative tactics, your nagging, your screaming, your controlling. So those tricks that we are doing, thinking that if you talk too much, if you nag, if you control, if you become a superwoman, you change your husband. You will not, because actually on this earth, you cannot change anybody. The only person you are able to change is yourself. Be the change you want to see. If you want to see a certain change in your husband, start with yourself. Do it yourself first. Why can't you keep quiet? Just behave the way he behaves. He doesn't talk too much. You are the one to talk too much. Just back off. Back off and give him that chance. So that once you give him that chance, he will excel. And you will see the change. And actually, we must stop, wasting our energy on other people. Because all the time, what we are talking is that, oh, my husband is doing ABC, my husband is doing ABC. So just go and read the Bible. What does the Bible say? You see a speck in another person, but you don't see a big thing in your eyes. Many times we only look at our husband's mistake, but we fail to see our mistake. What are the mistakes that you do? So in my coaching service, what I actually teach the woman is to concentrate on ourselves. Let us concentrate on ourselves. Let us be, let us be perfect wives. Why do you want your husband to be a perfect husband, but you are not a perfect wife? Rather be a perfect wife. There are so many things that you can change on yourself. Change yourself. If you want really a change in your relationship, because this whole thing about finding your husband in the arms of another woman, the cause is not one-sided. The cause is from both of you. So now this lesson is for the woman. Change yourself. If you stop all these things that I've talked about, demanding, talk too much, nagging, manipulative, controlling, be superwoman, and just back off. And be a wife, be a woman in a relationship, not a man in the relationship, not occupying your husband's position, then your husband stay with you. Your husband stay with you. If you find your husband is in the arms of another woman, the very first question you ask yourself is what did I do wrong? Where can I mend? Where can I change so that I can bring him back? Ask him. He knows. And if you know what are the mistake, what is the contributing factors towards your husband finding himself in the arms of another woman, what is that woman has what you don't have? Ask him. He will tell you all these things that I was talking about. And once you know what is wrong, try to change, because the bottom line is you cannot change your husband by doing all this other mistake. You can only change yourself. You are only in the position of changing yourself, but changing your husband is a 0-0 and is a no-no. I hope this will help. Please don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like and share. And I'll see you again in the next when I'm answer another question. Thank you so much. Love you.